Like you said, you can tell people, finally, you're employed.
I'm employed.
Hey guys, what's up? Today on Tia Mowry's Quick Fix, my family is here. The McKellans, that is, from my television show Family Reunion, and we are whipping up a picnic spread that the entire family is going to enjoy. Let's get started. All right, do you want to introduce yourself? So this is Cameron, who plays?
McKellan.
Mozzie.
That's me.
And this is the adorable Jordyn, who plays?
Ami.
We have so much fun on this show, do we not?
A lot of fun.
And you guys, they're just growing up. Look at how big they're getting. Now, before we get started, you guys know how much I love watching this Quick Fix family grow. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified for future episodes. And we need your help to get to 1 million subscribers. We're almost there. We are almost at 1 million subscribers.
That's crazy.
So tell your
number.
Right? That is a good number. So tell your family and your friends that quickfixisthebomb.com. Is that too old now?
I mean, it still is.
Okay, what would you say? What would you say?
mean,
like, what's a slang? That
I would say Quick Fix is happening.
Ah, okay, because Quick Fix is happening. It's fire. We are gonna be making bacon pecan pie.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Right?
I mean, I like
you
bacon
say
and I
great,
like
you
pecan
say
pie,
interesting.
so.
Is interesting like a good word?
Interesting can mean a lot of things.
First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the filling, should I say, for the pie. And this is so incredibly easy, you guys. I'm just dumping everything into this bowl. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cracking some eggs. Do you guys know how to crack eggs?
I mean, I do.
You do? You wanna try? Okay, so I'll do the first one, right? We gotta make sure that we get no shells in here. Okay, you go ahead. Yep. Okay, your turn. You go ahead and crack that egg right on in there. Awesome. So we're gonna whisk these eggs, right?
It's actually funny that when I see Jordyn cracking eggs, I think of that one scene in Family Reunion where she is making the cake and she cracks the eggs and drops the shells.
Oh,
like,
yes! Was it cake
was
that
like
we were making?
Pound cake.
Pound cake.
Pound cake.
And she was dropping
I was
this.
thinking about that, like, I wonder how that would taste.
Oh, girl. If a whole egg shell went in there, it'll definitely be crunchy. So now we're gonna add some maple syrup, right? This is gonna add the sweetness. Maple syrup and bacon goes hand in hand. We're gonna add some brown sugar. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna add a little splash of vanilla extract, just a little bit. Boop, just like that. This is butter and bacon fat.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
Everything is like very interesting, but this is just gonna add flavor. Do you wanna whisk this away? Look at that, look at that,
wow.
look at that.
Okay.
It's like orange and chocolate.
Oh.
It does look like chocolate.
This is so surreal to me because usually when I'm with them, we're like on our show, Family Reunion, and I'm like in mom mode and I'm like, honey, stop. What are you doing? What did you do to your brother? But it's but it's so cool to like just be chilling and hanging as like ourselves. So we're gonna add our ginger over here. This is like ground ginger. And then we're gonna add some cornstarch, which is gonna like thicken it up. There we go. And then we're gonna add our cornstarch. Yep. Okay. And then we're just gonna give this a nice whisk, right? What is like your favorite pie?
I would have to say maybe like pumpkin pie.
Ooh, I like
pumpkin pie.
Ooh, yes, I love pumpkin and blueberry pie. And then what about yours?
I mean, pumpkin's great. I love sweet potato and I also love pecan pie. So I mean, this is great. I'm liking this.
It's a workout. Get the elbow in.
Yes, yes, the cornstarch, it takes a little bit of like elbow grease to, you know, get it going. There we go, you see? See, cooking is a workout.
It smells pretty good.
It does. It almost smells like caramel, no?
Yeah.
Whew, yeah. Okay, so I think this actually looks really good. So we want to make sure that we get all of the clumps out, and that's what it looks like here. We don't have too many clumps.
It's very liquidy.
Yes. Oh, look at that, see? This looks great, right?
It looks very nice.
Okay, so now we are going to add our bacon. Our bacon. It's gonna add that nice salty bite. You know, it's like savory.
It's like sweet and savory.
Yes, yes. So,
for sure.
Okay, we're gonna add our bacon in there. We have this store-bought pie crust. Now again, this is, you know, Tia Mowry's Quick Fix. So this is very quick and easy. That's all you have to do is just go to the store and buy it.
As easy as that. Just take it to the store.
Yeah.
If you're very crafty, you can make one.
Yes, you could totally make it yourself, right? That'll take some time,
Definitely.
but ain't nobody got time for that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our pecans to our pie, right? Crust. And we just wanna make sure that this is nice and leveled. So just kind of give it like a little shake, 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 right? Make sure everything is nice and leveled. There we go. It's starting to look like, do you think Madeira would be like, this ain't real pie because you didn't make the pie crust yourself?
I mean, I think Madeira would definitely do everything herself because she's well, except for the first episode where she doesn't do it herself.
Oh yeah, remember she cheated. Yeah, she had a store-bought pie.
Store-bought pie.
See, Madeira, I'm not doing a store-bought pie. I am making my own.
She gotta got a leg up on Madeira.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so now we're just gonna pour all of this into here, just like that. Look at that. Woo-wee. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, so this bad boy is going into the oven at 400 degrees for 40 to 50 minutes. Okay, and while it's in the oven, we're gonna work on some fun things for our picnic, right? Okay, all right, so here you go. You got it? Okay, ready? Hold it with both hands. Okay, there you go. No, it is not gonna drop, Jordyn. It is not gonna drop. All right, you guys, so we have our pie in the oven. It's getting nice and what?
Toasty.
Yes, and now we're gonna move on to our food. So what we're gonna be making next is what I like to call my DIY pasta salad, right? So this is a salad with pasta and veggies, and you can actually assemble it yourself. It's great for the kids, right? And you're gonna assemble it in these jars. While you guys do that, I'm gonna start on my dressing. I'm gonna add some white wine vinegar, right? I'm gonna add some jam. And this is a great way to use up your jam that you have stored in your refrigerator, right? I'm gonna add some Dijon mustard. I love using Dijon mustard in my salad dressing. It just adds like so much flavor. You guys, this is looking great. I see you're adding the mozzarella. You have this really cute kind of pasta with some cherry tomatoes. So that's looking great. Now I'm gonna add just a splash of honey just to add some sweetness to this. There we go. We're gonna add some salt and some pepper. Isn't this cool? I love making my own dressing. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix all of this together. How's it going? Oh my gosh, that looks so nice and colorful. So this looks great. So you see how everything is nicely combined. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my olive oil. You see how easy that was? Like to make your own dressing? Let me just taste this a little bit. Oh! Thebomb.com, or wait, what did you say?
It's happening.
It's happening. It is happening.
Beautiful masterpiece.
Yes, so you have cucumbers, you have the chickpeas, the toasted chickpeas with the pasta, the peas, the tomatoes, the bell peppers, and some carrots. And you know what? Since you're done, we could start putting the dressing in there. Pasta salads, they're like very hearty, right? So you can go ahead and put the dressing in like ahead of time if you want. So with Family Reunion, our show, family, it's all about family, right? But food is always a part of the show. So I think a lot of people, they wanna know, like, is the food really good?
Well, sometimes it can just look good.
Okay.
Like when we're doing that scene trying to hide from Angie and Clyde, that lobster, we can really eat it.
Oh, okay, okay.
But there are some foods on set that we can't eat.
Yeah.
Like
the fried chicken,
the fried chicken.
the greens.
I totally love fried chicken.
I will say the desserts on set
are
they're
so
always
good.
They're always amazing.
There's like a prop guy, you know, on the show, and they're the ones that are in charge of props. Like this would be considered props on a television set, right? Yeah. And what they say is, they usually say this is a hot set, which means don't touch, don't eat, don't do anything. But when there's like dessert,
It's happening right there.
Like, it just, even me, you can't. I'm just like, we just start like eating like all of the food.
There was a cake and I kept eating it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It was delicious.
Is it the coconut cake?
I think it was.
The coconut cake on set? I think that's one of the best cakes I've ever had.
And you guys, speaking of dessert, we can smell that pecan pie, right?
I can definitely smell
Oh,
Definitely smell that.
it smells so good. So our pie's out of the oven, has the kitchen smelling really nice and good.
it. Yep.
Smells so good. We're gonna let that cool down. And while it cools down, we are gonna work on our sub sandwich.
Yes.
Now, there are a few things that makes a great sandwich. Can you guess which one of them is?
One of them has to be the bread.
Definitely
Yeah,
the bread. Then we have the what?
The sauce.
The sauce. And then we have all of the toppings, right? First, we're gonna start on the bread, okay? So what I would like for you to do is just go ahead and open this up, just like that. And I want you to just take little bits of the bread out. And we're doing that so that when you bite into the sandwich, it's not like too bready. And it also kind of creates like a dome so that all of your toppings will fit nicely into the sandwich, okay? That is perfect. So just go ahead and do that. While you're doing that, we're gonna work on our sauce, okay? So we have some mayo here. We're gonna eyeball this and just add like maybe like a cup, right? So let's say, I would say that's probably like a cup, right? You think so? Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna add our pesto. Do you like pesto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, right? So we're just gonna add some of that, just add a lot of that flavor in there. Ooh, pesto, it smells so good, right? And then now we're just gonna mix all of this together. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to sauce up. Sauce. Sauce up our sandwich. Okay, so now let's start saucing this bad boy up. So do you guys wanna do it? Who wants to do one
You want to
side?
do that?
That's your turn.
Me?
Okay, go ahead. So go ahead and just lather it up.
Oh, that sauce, the
Yeah,
pesto.
look at that.
I love pesto.
Me too. One thing that I love about working with kids, because I feel like they're geniuses. I mean, look at them. They're so incredibly smart. It's a job, and they're really good at multitasking, right? You guys work really hard, then you have schoolwork that you have to do, but also I feel like it's my duty to just give you guys like advice on being like child actors, because I was where you guys are years ago. He won't say how many years. The advice that I would give you guys is stay true to who you are. Be yourself.
Be natural, be yourself.
Yeah. Being a child actor is hard, you know what I mean? You're going through growing pains of life, on television, and there's a lot of peer pressure, there's a lot of, trends that are happening, coming and going, and at the end of the day, you should always stay true to who you are. Do not let anybody tell you who you need to be, right? Be yourself.
For sure.
Because there's only one you. I feel like it's very important for you guys to stay kids. But at the end of the day, when you go home, you're still a kid. And be a kid, right? And that's what my mom did. It's like, when you're at work, that's work, but when you come home, it's all about focusing on being a child.
Work off and work on.
Yeah.
Those are the best quotes.
Work off and work on, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Stay kids. Don't feel like you need to grow up so fast, Even though you guys are growing up, which is amazing, but you don't have to rush, You don't want to grow up? I don't want to grow up. We're just gonna start layering up this bad boy, and this is when it gets fun. Go ahead, go for it. So what do you guys love about picnics?
Just being outside with friends and family and eating good food.
Yeah.
Eating
For
good
sure.
food is my favorite part.
Oh, this is gonna be so fire.
Oh, for sure.
Happening.
What was the best way that you were able to balance? Because I know you're still a kid, balancing working but also having to do school and stuff like that, and just trying to stay academic.
That's a really, really good question. I even went to college on Sister Sister. I don't think a lot of people know that. I was in high school. when we first started the show, and then I ended up going to college, Pepperdine University. It was very hard because again, you're working, you know what I mean? You're working and you're going to school at the same time. So I was in school like around like maybe 6:30.
Wow.
I could never.
I know, me.
That's
I'm
okay
not a morning
too.
person.
But yeah, I would take like the early class, and then I would go to work after the class, and then I would come back and go to school and take some like night classes. It took me 6 or 7 years to graduate, which is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it takes people 4 years. But I was like, I'm working at the same time. So my point is, go at your own pace. It's your journey. You don't have to think about how other people did it. Think about how you're gonna do it. And if it's important to you, you'll find time to do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You'll make time. So we've added the cheese, and now we're adding some lettuce over here. Do you guys like onions?
I don't.
Me neither. But you know what though? The coolest part about this is we actually can put onions just on this side, if you want onions.
No onions, there is onions.
Okay.
I don't
It's a
mind.
toss-up.
It's a toss-up. Well, you know what? We'll just leave the onions out then, you know? We'll leave the onions out. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we are gonna add, do you want some tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay, do you want tomatoes?
I'll sit out on the tomatoes.
Okay, so is this part of your sandwich?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, so we'll add some tomatoes, right? On this side, do you wanna help me out? Okay, oops. So we'll do that. So here's a little tip, you guys. Add some salt to your tomatoes to give it a little bit of flavor, right?
Like I cut up cucumbers and put some salt on them.
Yes.
It's the fastest snack.
And speaking of cucumbers, do you want some pickles?
Count me in for pickles.
Do you want pickles? Okay, so let's do it. You can start doing your side if you want, and you can go ahead and there we go. Ah, oh, look at this, you guys. This looks fantastic. So can we close up shop?
Let's close it up.
So did you want to tell everybody the good news about our show?
I mean, sure, we got picked up for another season,
Yay,
season 3.
Season 3!
It's gonna be coming soon, and I'm really excited to get back on set and film with you guys. So.
Yay, me too!
I can stop telling some people that ask me about work that I'm unemployed. Finally.
How old are you, Jordyn?
10.
10 years old, and she did not want to tell people that she was unemployed.
I'm honestly really excited to see everyone.
Aww.
I
Me
miss everyone.
We are so blessed to have the cast that we have. Everybody, we like each other. We're like family. It's called Family Reunion, but we all love each other. We all want the best for each other. So also, my character is having a baby.
That's right.
Yeah. So we get to have, another sibling, which is really cool.
You know, one thing I'm really excited about is just getting to see where the story goes. Because a lot of people just think that we know everything that's going on, but we don't know anything that's going on. So we have to wait and find out.
Okay, so you guys see what I'm doing? I'm actually putting in these like skewers into this sub sandwich because this is going to help keep the sandwich together when we cut it. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut into there. There you go, you wanna grab it? Woo! You wanna show them what this looks like?
That.
Ah, yes, awesome. Wow. You guys, look at that. And then we have our pasta salad, and then we have some chips. We can go ahead and tell Madeir that, yeah, I play Coco. Coco may not be able to cook, but guess what? Tia can cook, right?
Oh yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Is that okay? Okay. Ugh, look at this, you guys. Fantastic.
What about that pie over there?
Oh yes! The bacon pecan pie. Do you guys want to try some?
I definitely do.
Okay, let's look at this pie. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and, ooh.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh,
there it
look at
is.
that.
There it is.
Look at that, you guys. And then we could go ahead and just take a bite. Let's see. Okay.
See, how is it? Is it?
Oh, baby! I'm curious to see what you guys think.
Is it happening?
We gotta do the electric slide after this. Because you know that's what happens at picnics and family reunions. Boom, hey, boom, hey.
That's good stuff right
this
there.
This is the bomb, you guys.
Approve.
So do you think Madeir would approve of this?
I think she'd be crazy not to approve of this. It's that good.
Oh my gosh,
It's
that just
amazing.
made me so happy. Thank you so much for watching Tia Mowry's Quick Fix, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And make sure you what?
Like
And also subscribe.
Subscribe.
and hit the notification bell.
Yes, and hit
Get
that
her to
notification bell.
1 million subscribers.
Yes, and we need your help with that, right?
Yes, all of you.
Big number, big goal.
Yep. All right, bye guys. See you next
Bye.
time.